Basic Math, Chapter 5, Section 3, Dividing with Remainders. The remainder is the number left over in division. Let's see what happens when you divide 7 by 2. There's groups of 2. We can get 3 groups of 2, but this one doesn't have a group of 2. There's 1 left over. So there's a remainder of 1. We get 3 whole groups of 2, and that's the answer there, 3. But there's 1 left over, and that 1 left over is R1, remainder 1. So there are 3 equal groups with 1 left over. The remainder is 1, and you can write R1 to show the remainder 1. You can do division in another way. For example, what is 17 divided by 3? So it was left to right. So step 1, rewrite the division problem with the division box. Step 2, think, what times 3 is closest to 17 without going over? Well, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 6 is 18. Well, 18 goes over, so we can't use that. We can write 5 above the ones place, like that. 5 3s in 17. Step 3, multiply 5 times 3. Write the product underneath 17. So that would be the 5 times 3 equals 15. And now this 15 is underneath 17. Step 4, subtract. The remainder is 2. Check that the remainder is less than the divisor. 2 is less than 3, so that's okay. So we can stop dividing now because of that. Step 5, write the quotient with the remainder in the answer. 17 divided by 3 is 5, remainder 2. And this is how the answer looks over the division box. 5, remainder 2. Practice A. Divide. If the remainder is 0, you don't have to write it. So if it's left to right, let's put it in a division box. 7 goes in the box. It's divided by 3. How many 3s can go into 7 without going over? 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1, so the remainder is 1. Let's do number 2. It already has the division box. 6 can go into 9 one time. 1 times 6 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. So we have 1, remainder 3. Number 3, we can put in the division box. 5 goes inside the box and 2 does the dividing. 2 goes into 5 2 times before it goes over. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. So we have 2, remainder 1. Let's try one more here. 3 going into 9, or 9 divided by 3. 3 3s can go into 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 0, remainder. So we don't have to write anything, we're done. The answer to 9 divided by 3 is 3. Practice B, divide. Remember to write the quotient above the ones place. So when it's left to right, I can put the division box. The first number on the left goes inside the box. So 11 divided by 5 would look like that. 5 goes into 11 2 times, and the 2 goes over the ones place. 2 times 5 is 10 with 1 remainder. So the answer is 2, remainder 1. Let's try 18. How many times can 3 go into 10? 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9, with 1 left over. So we have 3, remainder 1. 19. 20 divided by 4. 20 goes in the box. 4 is doing the dividing. 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 4 is 20. When there's 0 left over, you don't have to write the remainder 0. Number 20. 6 going into 25. Or you could say 25 divided by 6. How many 6s will fit without going over? 1 is 6. 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18. 4 times 6 is 24. Well, that's only 1 away. So 4 times 6 is 24 with 1 remainder. So 4 remainder 1. So that's how we can practice our division. If you'd like to practice more with the problems on this page on your own paper, you can pause the video here. So some everyday problem solving. Grant School has a small lunchroom. 6 students can sit at each table. Find out how many tables you need for each group of students. So it's important to know that 6 students can sit at a table. So the number 1 says there's 30 students. So how many tables do they need? We can divide 30 by the 6 because 6 students can sit at each table. So we can make the division box. 30 goes in the box. 6 is doing the dividing. 5 times 6 is 30. So we need 5 tables. Number 2. There are 28 students. Will they need 4 tables or 5 tables? Why? So let's see. Let's divide 28 by the 6 students per table and see how many tables that is. So we can't go over. So 4 times 6 is 24. So it would take 4 tables with a remainder of 4. The remainder represents 4 students. So they need to sit down too. So do we need 4 tables or 5 tables? If we have 4 tables, then 4 students stand. So we need 5 tables. So you can pause the video here if you'd like to finish practicing for 3 and 4 with this real life problem. And please also go into your workbook and do Chapter 5, Section 3 for more practice. Thank you.